Yeah, I remember that match with that young Canuck upstart, Kendrick or whatever the fuck his name was. The promoters wanted me to put him over something huge, so I came in and tried to give him that KBGO rub. Of course, shit doesn't work out like it's supposed to sometimes. The kid could barely work, and he was too damn scared to even try to fight back. That piece of shit basically left me to do all the goddess-damned work myself. He's lucky I didn't pop him for real, but as anyone will tell you, Kelly O is a fucking professional. Of course they even made me come out first. You know, pop the crowd, talk some trash or whatever, so the crowd is at a fever pitch when Connor— was that his name? Whatever. When that dumbass makes his entrance. This is funny, actually. You can see some fucking idiot in the crowd get all worked up just when I walk by. I told him where I'd be after the show if that piece of shit wanted to come and settle things. But anyone could tell that he was never gonna be man enough to satisfy Kelly fucking O. You know what? Don't get me started on that backwoods hillbilly hicktowns. Those promoters paid good money to get us real stars in there. Gals like VHS Girl used to run that place. But those idiots never know how to handle a real woman wrestler anyway. Bunch of limp dick fucking man babies in that crowd. Seriously. Watch how they pop when this fucking cosplaying rookie makes his entrance. Dumbass can't even get my look right. Wrong type of shades and he looks like he's fresh out of fucking his sister home in Alabama with that haircut. You have no idea the payoff I got to make sure I was here tonight. That's for damn sure. You know what? That's something those knockoff cosplayers never understood. Even if they managed to convince these dumb marks they were sanctioned by, or gifted the name from us real veterans, they never understand the trouble we had to go to make a name for ourselves in the first place. You think people are lining up to see absolute shitters like Punkamina Elfina or Margarita Mitchell? Like fuck they are. But you say a no-name loser like one of them is going to be in the ring with the Kelly by Goddess Omega? Watch those tickets go flying. Start cutting down forests because you're gonna need more paper to print all the money I bring you. I knew a gal back in the Fed who would tear down trees with her bare hands, just for fun. They say she was doing it for a friend or something, but any idiot could tell you she just hated the environment. So we finally get in the ring, face to face, and I swear to the goddess above, we had gone over this in the back. I told him, when the bell rings, run at me at hit one of those knock of Vaj triggers. The crowd will eat that shit up. And you know him. Backstage he was all, yes, Miss Kelly, of course, Miss Kelly. And you know what he does? Freezes like a deer in the fucking headlights. So I'm not ashamed to say I was pretty pissed off. You'll see the chop. Oof! Yeah, there it is. Took a layer of skin off with that one. And you know, he thanked me for it afterwards. But don't get it wrong. Kelly Omega likes to work stiff, but she's never going to injure you. Hurt you? You're goddess damned right. Some redneck used to say, this ain't ballet. We put our bodies on the line every time we get in that ring. So there's no way I was going to take away someone else's ability to do this. Even if they worked like a sack of shit. They say pro wrestling isn't for everyone. And that goes for both the dumb marks in the crowd and the dumb marks in the ring. Like I said, I didn't want to injure Kevin here, but I wanted him to know that I wasn't going to let him sandbag me either. I hate literally every single person in every crowd I have ever seen, but if they pay their money, they are going to get a fucking show. And then, of course, Kyle here goes and gets a fucking ladder. Now, this wasn't booked as a hardcore match, so you can actually see me looking up towards Gorilla so that they know I'm on to their bullshit. But he gets a ladder and throws it in, and let me tell you that the breast boat machine can get hardcore if and when she has to. Kieran here is about to find out the hard way. Count them with me, because fuck I remember laying those boots in. He wants a ladder? I'll make him regret getting a fucking ladder. Bam! Popped him right in the fucking nuts on that one. No wonder he rolled out of there so quickly. So he stands there like a dumbass, and you see me go for the eyes. That's an old trick I learned back in the GJPW dojo. If your rookie ever looks lost, just do something dramatic and try to course correct. Not that there was any helping this empty-headed fucking dumb fuck. So yeah, I popped him once. Try to bring him back to reality. Then give those front row mutants something to remember. I do hate them. But I want them to keep buying tickets to see me. I'm not stupid. It's funny how those modern fans think that doing strikes and limb work on the floor mats outside somehow hurts more. You can tell none of them have any idea how pro wrestling works. You can see Carter here try and be a little bit cute. So I make sure to remind him that he's in my fucking world. Lower the base, pop the hips, and send that motherfucker flying. There is a bit more action out here. Really trying to milk the most out of these marks. But really, I just wanted them to see me on top. I've always loved making some neckbeard seethe. It's just so easy. They see a strong woman, especially if she's just a little bit mean, and you know they'll be thinking about you every night for the next month. Ooh, this bit is good. There's some greasy-haired, pimple-faced geek sitting in the front row with one of those Barbie heart shirts on. You know, the pink and black rack attack chick? So I lock eyes with this fucking piss-stained alley of a human, and you know what I do. I lock in that sharpshooter and maintain eye contact until they look away. I let Keanu get back up here, and we do another little sequence. I tell him to go back to the ring, but you know what happens. Motherfucker keeps on running. Wants to get in as many photos as he can, I guess. In a small way, I gotta admire the hustle, but not on my time, so I give him 2 more of those gunshot chops and plant him. If he wants to be in pictures, he can be in a fucking funeral brochure. Again, I give him the chance to do anything. Fucking anything. And he doesn't take it. A few more shots. These ones were worked, and he goes down. I think on the house mics you can almost hear me calling him a fucking moron. But then, enough is enough, and it's time to get him back in the ring and... God. Almighty. The asshole can't even do that. So it's back to the barricade, and this time I made sure he was gonna do what he's fucking told the next time a veteran tells him to get back in the ring. I figure maybe he's trying to big league me, so I let him get a reversal off, and see if the crowd still cares to cheer for a comeback. But it's total fucking silence. Seriously, you can hear people's interest dissipating into the atmosphere. So, I know what they want. And I hit that jumping knee. If you can get the original recording, I think they peaked the mics here. Definitely the biggest pop this crowd has ever given, naturally when the bitch blade is in town. Goddess above, I finally get this kid back into the ring, and it's time for the big spot. And the ref gives us the signal to take it home. Now Keith is sluggish at this point, clearly not used to the rigorous pace of a Kelly fucking O main event. But I get him to the corner, and I get ready to hit that big no-winged angel. So I stomp forward, you know, making a show of it, and I put him down safely. Now I figure I'm the professional here, so I give this kid the highest honor you can. The ref starts counting, and I go, "Hey, Kelso, kick out." And he does, and the place sort of pops, but you get the feeling they were ready for this one to be done. But what are you gonna do? There's only so much they can get behind a greenhorn like this guy. I play it up to the ref, of course, you know. But I get in position, pick him up a second time, and drop him down again. Any idiot could tell you this is where the match should end, especially after he kicked out once. But this kid clearly wanted me to blacklist him from my industry because he fucking kicks out again. So you know what? I play his game. I pick him up and drop that motherfucker right on his fucking head. Seriously, I put him down hard. I told you I was gonna fucking hurt him. I don't know if he got the message or not, but the ref counted 3, and here is your winner, Kelly by Goddess Omega. Obviously. Because when it's all said and done, I want people to think of Kelly Omega. I want them to think of Kelly Omega alongside the greats of this industry. The greatest promo of all time, Haley Britannia. The most beloved character this Fed has ever seen, Kieran Croakey. And of course, the most fightingest champion we all aspire to be, my close personal friend, the incredibly selfless, Skelly Skelly. In fact, if you had to pick a Mount Rushmore for the Waifu Wrestling Alliance, I think we've just figured it out.